Well, I just had somebody contact me about the sustainable community, which I'm not really interested in doing anymore, but if somebody can convince me that they're an asset, not a liability, then I might be interested, but I'm looking for leaders, not followers. Somebody who's got my back, not somebody who will stab me in the back. Otherwise, I'm just gonna stick to raising goats. And I basically got them all color coded. Cleopatra's missing. We gotta go find her. I cracked the gate so she can get in, but then these guys got out, which is fine. They won't go too far. The bigger the herd, the further they go. But maybe they'll go find Cleopatra and bring her back. But yeah, the sustainable community. I'm still advertising on IC.org. I think my advertisement is about to expire. I don't remember when I paid for it. It was in March or April sometime. Could have been May. I don't know. But I'm not planning on renewing it. Like I said, everybody who's come here, it's pretty much been moochers. All talk, no action, or little to no action. I'm probably not the best leader, more of a right-hand man kind of guy. I tell people I make a better number 2 than I do a number 1. Although, you know, I do get flipped off every once in a while. Because I'm a truck driver. But no, actually, I'm not aggressive anymore like I used to be. I can be, but I'm not as aggressive as I used to be. And I'm not an alpha. I'm also not a beta. I'm like what they call a switch. Of course, that would be in the BDSM community. They call DOMs, the alphas DOMs, the betas subs, and then switches are people that kind of go both ways, kind of like the bisexuals in the GBLT community, except a switch is, you know, for the BDSM community. So I'm both dominant and submissive, which can be my downfall because people take my kindness for weakness. And or my meekness for weakness, you know. And like I said, to be honest, I'm not the best leader. I make a better number 2. So I'm looking for a business partner. If I'm going to continue this farm stay, I need a business partner, somebody who can lead. Otherwise, I'm just raising goats, like I told the girl. that just contacted me from ic.org. I'm just raising goats, and I'm not interested in a farm stay, work stay, sustainable community anymore. Hi, what are you doing? This is my watermelon patch, but I haven't started on it yet, so. But anyways, they can go in there and clean it up. I'm happy. Clean it up. So yeah, ic.org. I do still have links on my website, davidanddavid.com, to other sustainable communities in the area. So if you're not a leader, you're a follower, you're not a chief, you're an Indian, you're not an elder, you're a tribe member or a recruit, then maybe you need to contact one of those other people. But I'm just looking for elders right now, somebody to help me lead, because the one I got sucks. My co-founder and former business partner is practically worthless. It's all talk, very little action. And then he tries to talk down to me when he's basically my welfare recipient. So he doesn't really bring much to the table. But yet, I don't know if it's called narcissism or what it's called, but basically it's where, like say you're in a codependent relationship and your partner in your romantic relationship will basically talk down to you and degrade you so that they can dominate you and have power over you. And that's basically what he's trying to do to me. It's like he's trying to call all the shots and he's trying to act like he's all that. And I ain't shit. And I got news for him. Once I find his replacement, I don't need him anymore. And really, to be honest, I don't know why I really have him around. He doesn't really do his job around here. He doesn't really do anything around here. I can't rely on him anymore. He's the only value he has is that he's trustworthy, as far as he's not going to rob me. And he's smart. He's one of those intellectuals. But he won't apply himself. It's like, what's his face? Tony Robbins says, knowledge without application is worthless. He says, application trumps knowledge any day, every day. So, knowledge is not power. It's the application of knowledge that is power. And if you don't apply yourself, then you're basically worthless. And that's my friend. And I hate to say that about him because he's my friend, but I'm getting to the point where I can't stand him anymore. And he's my friend. He shouldn't be treating me the way he treats me. He shouldn't be using me. He shouldn't be walking on me. He shouldn't be taking advantage of me. He shouldn't be talking down to me. So, I'm just looking for his replacement. I just need somebody to keep an eye on things while I'm gone, because as you can see, I'm a truck driver. I'm not doing a sustainable community anymore unless I get quality people who can keep an eye on things. You better not bed down there. I'll kick your butt. You need to go back home. Go back home. Or I lost too many chickens. Anyways, David, he don't keep an eye on nothing. It's like, I come home, I'm missing 3 chickens. It's like, I says, you know we're missing 3 chickens. He's like, what? He don't know. He don't care. 2 weeks ago, I came home and we have 4 sick goats and 3 dead goats. I asked him when he checked on the goats last. Oh, I checked on them this morning. Really? Yeah, they seemed okay. Really? Why is it that we have 4 sick goats and 3 dead goats if you checked on them just a couple hours ago and they seemed okay? How is that possible? That's what I'm dealing with here. And pretty much the rest of the people that came were pretty much the same. Sarah and Xavier, they did some stuff the first year, but after that well, Xavier left. And then Sarah, she just petered out. Then she left. Dawn, she was pretty much worthless from day one. Elizabeth, pretty much the same thing. She did grow a little bit of stuff, but all she did was complain about everything and everyone all the time. She was worse than me. People, I sound like I'm complaining a lot. I'm generally optimistic, but right now, I'm not that optimistic. I sound very critical and pessimistic, and I can be. But that's just because things ain't going right. And I try to do the law of attraction and all that stuff, think positive, whatever. So, but if you look for a sustainable community, I'm just not so sure I'm interested in doing that anymore, to be honest. Too many moochers out there. It's like Jerry Diamond. And that's the only reason really that I'm kind of interested in keeping this going, or the option of keeping it going open, because people like Jerry Diamond are scam artists, right? They scam people into coming down here or wherever, and then they take advantage of them. Jerry Diamond is one of our community members, not here, but on another piece of property. And he acts like he's like the leader of the community, He acts like he's running the show. And he's got people convinced that, he's a pillar of the community when he's really an outcast. So when they get here and they find out what's up, sometimes it's already too late. He's already ripped them off like several $1,000s. And then the community, us, have to pick up the pieces. So that's pretty much the main reason why I'm keeping the option open for a potential sustainable community. Because I know that there's got to be some decent people out there, but my hope is very, very minimal right now. I don't have a lot of hope left. So right now I'm just regrouping and reorganizing, rebranding. DD&D is dead. You can still go to davidanddavid.com. I'll keep the website up, but I'm going in a different direction. I'm looking for a new name. I have Skygerian.com. No, SkygerianGoats.com. I also have Skygerian.com. Basically, just, like Nigerian goats. Drop the N and put a SK on there for Spanish and Kiko, Nigerian mix or cross goats. And that's basically what I'm doing. These tanks right here are going to be feed tanks. I haven't got them set up yet because I can't get an excavator to show up to do any work. So now I got to figure out how I'm going to do it myself. And I ain't got a tractor, so I got to go buy one or rent one, but it's too expensive to rent one. So I'm going to end up buying one. But right now I'm focusing on goat yards because we've been here 7 years, and David was supposed to put up goat yards, and he never really did. We put up one goat yard the first year we was here. It took me 3 years to get him to put up the second one, and I've yet to get him to do any more since then. He's lazy. So now I finally found somebody I'm going to contract and pay them to do it because I can't get David to do anything, and he's supposed to be my business partner. So, I don't know. I attract lazy people. So I can't seem to get any good quality people here. But if I can then I'm interested in continuing. If I cannot, then I'm not interested in continuing. I'm just going to raise my goats, set up my feed tanks, sell cattle feed. My mom's coming down. She'll basically be here to check on the goats for me when I'm out of town. I also got a trail cam to also help keep an eye on the goats while I'm gone. Right now it's up in a tree, but I'm going to set up like a mobile uh, trail cam thingy so I can move it around from yard to yard like on a trailer. And then I'm also going to set up a automatic feeder on the trailer. Maybe even this one. I might get a newer trailer and just use this one for that. I got this really cool feeder I'm looking at. It's got the spinner on it like, you know, the deer feeders do, but it's got this contraptment attached to it where the feed will drop down into a chamber and then the goats can eat out of that chamber. So I'm thinking maybe I'll mount it on here so I can move it from yard to yard. And then I can set up, you know, maybe weld some beams or something, or maybe not weld, but attach some beams or something, and put my camera on there so I can keep an eye on things. I don't know, I'll have to figure that out. But then that way I can keep an eye on my goats while I'm on the road. Then my mom will check on them for me while I'm on the road. But I got a trail cam back there that gives me constant updates anytime the goats move or there's people back there. Here's a nail that doesn't belong. I don't want that in my tires. So, you know, basically the only thing I'm looking for now is somebody I can rely on and keep an eye on things while I'm gone. But if I can find people with potential business partner skills or something like that, however you want to say that, who is a potential business partner, has leadership skills, management skills, can bring in revenue, who's an asset and not a liability, then I might be interested. But otherwise, like I said, I'm just going to stick to raising my goats. And I probably won't make David homeless like his family did. But he's practically worthless, you know. He's just a bum. That's what pretty much one guy told me. He was a potential investor. He came out and said, you literally have a bum living in your greenhouse full of trash and dead plants. I'm like, yeah, I know. That's why I'm looking for a new business partner. So he actually might invest. He's a truck driver too. He's off doing something else right now, but he might be here in 3 to 6 months. And so he actually might be my business partner. Who knows? We'll see. Because he seems like he's got what it takes. But again, like I said, I don't know. You really don't know till they get here. And they put their money where their mouth is, or they don't. So, yeah, that's my deal on a sustainable community. I've been here 7 years. I tried. You know, like Cloud Piler said, it was just an ideology, which I don't think it was. Maybe for other people it was an ideology. For me, it was more of a prepping thing. You know, I've been watching, you know, I'm a conspiracy theorist, blah, blah, blah. I've been watching, I threw these cans in the up here because I thought they'd give me more traction while I wait for the money to buy gravel. And they did, but not enough to really make a difference. And it's kind of an eyesore. It looks trashy. So I'm slowly picking them up. My mom picks them up too. My mom's a recycle nut. So I'm kind of like a composting nut, and my mom's a recycling nut. So there you go. But yeah, anyways. So for me, it was more of a prepper thing. Uh, I've been watching the New World Order crap and all the stuff that's going down, and I've been into alternative energy for 25, 30 years. I got into herbal. Oh shit! It scared the piss out of me. I got a smart truck, and it starts itself whenever it thinks it needs to. Which like the batteries are low or whatever. If it gets too cold or whatever, it'll fire itself up. But I also turned it on the smart truck mode so that it would do that. Otherwise, it wouldn't do that. But yeah, it scares me when it honks like that. But anyhow, lost my train of thought. So the survivalist community thing or sustainable community thing, for me was not an ideology. It was more of a prepper, survivalist thing. And maybe that can be categorized as an ideology. I don't know. But part of also the reason why I did this is because I've been studying herbology and all that stuff. And I wanted to start learning how to grow and cultivate my own food and medicine, wild edibles and whatnot. Because I don't know how to grow anything. I don't have a green thumb, but I'm trying to learn. David, he ain't got no green thumb neither. So, that's part of the other reason why I'm doing this, so I can learn to survive when the shit hits the fan. Because, I'm a conspiracy theorist, I'm also a realist. So I've been watching a lot of stuff that's been going down. And I don't know, this is just my backup plan. But I can't afford to support moochers. I can't afford to, do all the work and pay all the bills and support lazy people. I already do that with my tax dollars. I can't do that with the money that I have left. I just can't afford it. David's cost me way too much money. I just can't do it anymore. The other people didn't really cost me as much money as David, but David was my friend. And I just kept giving him chances after chances after chances to prove himself. And it's been 10 years. We've been down here for about 10 years now. We've been on this property for 7. And I just can't do it anymore. I'm just burned out. So, like I said, I'm just raising goats now. And I got a place in Kaplinger. I'm probably going to end up living over there and do my aromatherapy over there with my mom. And, but like I said, if you got something you can bring to the table and you're interested in bringing it to the table and helping me make something happen here, then great. If not, don't bother, because I'm not going to put up with it anymore. The Bible says you shall know them by their fruit. If you don't produce any fruit, then I'm going to have to get rid of you. I'm not interested in fruitless people or people with bad fruit. I'm interested in good fruit. I'm trying to be fruitful here. I'm not trying to multiply, because I'm done with that too. But I am trying to be fruitful here. So if you're fruitful and you know it, clap your hands. Anyways, if you're fruitful, you got leadership skills, or if you want to replace David and you can watch my back, look after things while I'm gone. Be a good farmhand, be reliable. then, you know, let me know. But I can't afford to support somebody who ain't gonna, you know, do their part, because I'm not doing it. So this is the community area, or was the community area. It's kind of trashy. I've been working on cleaning it up. But yeah, mostly I've just been working on goat fence lately, taking care of the animals. You know, the ones I got left anyways. So we're missing one goat. She's a blind goat, but she's smart. She's been here for 7 years, so she knows where she is and where she needs to go. She's got a sixth sense, and she can smell her way home, I think, because she already did it once today. I think she left again looking for the herd, but she knows where she lives. She made her way back once blind. She'll do it again. So I'm not super worried about her, but I'm a little worried about her. She's the oldest goat here, but she was actually the first goat to come down. And yeah. Anyways, we're almost at 30 minutes. But like I said, check out davidanddavid.com if you're interested in being my farm hand, or you're interested in being a business partner, or, you know, leadership material. If you're leadership material, because I'm not sure I'm going to do the farm stay, work stay, sustainable community thing anymore. I'm pretty much just going to do goats. But if the other thing happens, you know, if it works out and it becomes a thing, great. If not, I ain't tripping, because I'm just doing goats. We do a little bit of something else on the side, great. You know, I do aromatherapy too. But I'm just going to do my cattle feed, my goats, my aromatherapy, and drive truck, and that's it. So, all right, party on.